and then if you then try make all the time at 140, 140, 140, maybe one day I can make 135.
I can tell you unequivocally, we're not going to regulate Cris Cyborg to 135.
LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show Live. Okay, folks, you heard that first video clip, okay? That first video clip pretty much this, okay, what I'm going to do in this video, I'm finna drop a bomb, okay? I'm just going to drop a Napalm bomb. And I'm finna address certain, critics of Cyborg that, first of all, and I'm talking to you guys that said, well, Cris Cyborg had an opportunity to fight the people at 135, and she needed to just get off her behind. And, people make comments like that, get off her behind and get down to 135 so she can get the fight she want to get. First of all, let's go ahead and put it out there, okay? That video clip proved that even if Cyborg wanted to go to 135, they're not going to regulate her to fight at 135. And, I guess just me telling you is not enough. So now, here is the proof, because you're getting smacked right in the face with a baseball bat. That's what you're doing. You're getting smacked right in the face with a baseball bat. And that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is, okay? So go ahead and take this punishment, because I told y'all, she's not making 135. She can't make 135, and they're not going to regulate her to fight at 140 again. They're not going to do it. No more catch weights for Cyborg. It's over, okay? So everybody get that out of your head. Get the notion out of your head that Cris Cyborg is going to be able to come down to 140 pounds and do what she's not going to do that again. It's over, okay? You're done. And the people that sanction the bouts, they're not going to regulate Cyborg either. How you going to explain this? I mean, I got to hear it. I'll be looking for those comments, okay? I will look for the comments for you trying to explain the guy who sanctioned these bouts, okay? They won't even regulate her to fight at 135. How are you going to explain this? Okay, I'm moving on. Okay, now let's go ahead and refute the point that Cris Cyborg is ducking people, okay? She's ducking certain people, and, she don't want to fight them because she's afraid to fight them, and all this yada, yada, yada. I want to show y'all something, okay? Y'all remember in a video I made this a while ago, and I called this the Wall of Destruction. You guys take a look at this. Okay, I want y'all to look at the Wall of Destruction. This is the Wall of Destruction. You look, okay? You take a look. And if you're a mixed martial arts fighter, you take a look at this wall. You take a look at it. Because I'm going to tell you something right now, okay? And maybe I was a little hard on Mike Winkeljohn. Maybe Mike Winkeljohn cares about Holly Holm more than her just being his trainer. Maybe he does. And maybe Mike Winkeljohn does not want to put Holly Holm on this wall of destruction. Because on this wall of destruction, there is pain, there's despair, there's depression, and there is all kind of hurt on this wall. You look at the women on this wall of destruction. Look at every last one of them. You look at them. Because they definitely wish they would have never taken this fight. They wish they would have never had this fight with Cris Cyborg. My friends, that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. They wanted no parts. They realize now, oh hell, I got into a fight with a machine. And we can say the steroids may have been an issue. Probably. I'm not going to deny that. But I'm talking about present day Cyborg. They're all afraid of getting on this wall of destruction. Every last one of these women who even fighting this Cyborg weight, they won't mention her name. They'll say nothing. Now, you got Ronda Rousey called her out. Yeah, I would love that fight. But it's at 135. You see, you guys can't let these people play a damn Jedi mind trick on you. You can't let them do it. They know. Hey, let me tell you something. Okay? If you think for 1 minute, Dana White in the UFC, if you think that they don't know that Cyborg damn near killed herself, then you got to be crazy. You got to be dumb. Let me tell you something. Dana White is a businessman. This man knows everything that goes on within his organization. The UFC, they know. They get doctor reports. They get all kind of medical head scans. They get everything before a fighter can even fight. And Cris Cyborg ain't cleared to fight. They know this. This is a Jedi mind trick. Even him saying that Cris can come down to 135, Dana White is taking y'all for a damn fool. Because he already know the girl can't make it. The girl's doctor, The guy that sanctions bouts just said that she cannot and he will not sanction a bout or regulate a bout for Cris Cyborg at 135. There you go. It's right there. So if you tell me that Cris Cyborg ducking somebody, that means, okay, she would have ducked Marlowe's Conan. Oh, she would have ducked her. Very dangerous, ranked number 2, under her. If that's the case, she definitely could have ducked Gina Carano. Gina Carano may look pretty to some people, but she a dangerous fighter. She could have ducked Gina. She took that fight. You guys got to come at me better than that. You got to do better. That's not gonna work. You definitely ain't finna tell me that Cris Cyborg ducking people. Let's get into the next half of this video, okay? Well, the video will probably be over here in a minute. I'm gonna take this away, and I want y'all to take a look at this. Okay, now we're back with this, okay? Cyborg cannot. She won't go back to 140. It's not gonna happen, people. It's not. Okay? First of all, Dana White, they offered a bout, but they knew the girl couldn't fight. I'm giving y'all proof right now. They already knew, man. They knew Cris Cyborg couldn't fight. Cyborg knew that they couldn't fight because they have to report their medical status into the UFC. That's in the contract too. Hey, I took time to win the contract. Because you know that these girls can be liable. They can get sued if they have things going on. If they go into a match and they're not medically cleared, you know they can get sued. You know that they can actually forfeit purses if they don't disclose any kind of medical deficiencies within them, okay? Now, that's what I read in one contract, okay? And maybe some of the provisions of that have changed. I don't know. But, you know, that's almost a violation of the contract, okay? That's what I read. Now, I'm going to go into this again. I want y'all to listen to this clip and listen to this clip right here. Here goes.
Cyborg says several days after she sat down with OTL for this story, the UFC offered her a fight at 100, a title fight in February that would open up.
I had to replay it.
She turned down the offer. Cyborg says her body needs more time to recover from her last weight cut, which landed her in the hospital.
The doctor tried to take out my blood, and my blood cannot go out. Too thick, they cannot go.
Because of dehydration?
Dehydrated. I was dehydrated.
This is a young, healthy woman. But what has she done to her body later on? When she's out of the fight game, I don't know.
The UFC declined to participate in this story.
Of course they
Just
did.
days ago, announced a 145-pound title fight that won't feature Cyborg. She tweeted, "Just 2 months ago, there was no girls who..."
Okay. So, here's the thing, man. You can believe what you want to believe, and that's fine, okay? But if you're sitting here telling me that, you know, they knew Cris Cyborg could fight in February and Cyborg turned the fight down, I'm sorry. You got to come at me better with that. Okay? This right here, this is proof. This is proof that they actually knew. They actually knew that Cris Cyborg couldn't fight in February. A doctor said she couldn't. Her own doctor said that she could not. This is what I read and what I reported. I'm not falsifying anything for a lot of you people. That's what the doctor said. He said that she can't do anything until March. She is following the advice of a doctor. Do you know they tried to take the blood out of her veins? I told y'all this girl was not eating or drinking. I told you this, okay? I've been in this game 21 years. I've been in the game 21 years, and I know what fighters do, what great lengths they do to cut weight. And I told y'all this. I said this girl wasn't eating, this girl wasn't drinking. She got to the point she wasn't taking in anything so she could lose weight. She did it. And that's how she was able to make the weigh-in. They couldn't take blood out of her. You know, this girl could have had a stroke. She could have had a blood clot flow to her brain and kill her. This girl was playing with death's edge, okay? And she nearly killed herself. If your blood does not coagulate properly and flow through the organs of your body, you could die. So literally, when I told y'all that this girl about died, she did. And the doctor said he don't even know what kind of thing she done did to her body. I mean, she might be messed up for a lifetime over this, man. And then let me tell you something, too. The people in her circle, I guess the guy that she dating and everybody around her on that team, okay, those are a bunch of leeches. They're a bunch of leeches, especially if it's my significant other. If I'm doing something that could possibly kill myself, I'm sorry. I'm not finna co-sign it. Look, I'd be like, hey, baby, sorry, you know. But I don't know if he can tell her no too much. I don't know, okay? He might can't tell her no. The subject for another video. But if that's my significant other, I'm sorry. Hey, this payday ain't big in your life, because if you dead, you ain't making no more paydays. I wouldn't co-sign it. But everybody around Cyborg, to me, is opportunistic. That's how I feel. Everybody around her is very opportunistic. They know that this girl got the goods. They know she got the goods. They know she can be the best ever. They know that she can be a legend. They know that she could possibly one day be the highest paid mixed martial arts woman in the world. They know she got that potential to be it. See, that's why. That's why even when you look at the guy that she with, it even looked like, you know, even his body language. His body language looking like, I don't want to be with her. I'm just her because she's somebody. People, I'm being honest. That's the vibe that I get when I watch them and they're talking on interview and all this other mess. That's the vibe I get. And Cyborg is a good person. She really genuinely deep down, I'm reading her about it. She's a good person. She want to do what's good. She want to support herself. Even support her family back home, man. She want to help them. That's what she want to do. But folks, let's get out this notion that Coach just put the video up because I'm a Cyborg PR person, all this other stuff. Nah. See, that's not what happened. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm hitting you guys right here with the Napalm bomb. The UFC knew, Ronda Rousey knew, okay, Winklejohn, all of these people they know this, okay? And I wouldn't be surprised, now this is something I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if behind the scenes, they all talked to each other behind the scenes and was like, listen, this is a bad idea. This is really a bad idea. I don't think this is going to work. Here, let's do this. So what do? They offer Holly to fight against Jermaine de Randamie. They knew Cyborg wasn't going to be able to fight anyway. They knew her doctor. Her doctor already told her, March. You know what Dana White should have did? Hey, we're going to offer this fight in March, okay? Let's do the fight in March. Why not March? How you going to explain this? Now, maybe he does have a television network schedule to keep, but they could have easily scheduled this fight, okay? They could have, I mean, he's Dana White. He's got creative control over the fight cards, okay? He's got a guy that he's over that's in charge of sanctioning bouts. He could have easily sanctioned this bout for March or April, could have. He chose not to. He chose not to do it because, again, there is no interest in Cyborg becoming a champion. And I explained that to y'all because I said that if she does this wall of destruction that I showed y'all, it's going to get worse, okay? Cyborg is going to wreck every damn body, okay? And I'm sorry, they can't do it. Dana White probably wanted to start a 145-pound division. He probably wanted to. But he got to find a way to get Cyborg the hell out of there. Like, literally. He's smiling right now. He's smiling. Oh, Cyborg don't want to do this? Okay, good. And he hoping she want to get out. He hoping. He's hoping and praying that this girl won't out of here. Okay? So she don't have to go around and just completely decimate your whole roster. He want to build a 145-pound roster. Hell, it's some of them girls that fight at 135. They too big for the weight class. He got to put them somewhere. Where he going to put them at? You guessed it, at 145 pounds. But some of y'all, I don't know, some of y'all ain't going to see it. I'm sorry. Some of you ain't going to see it. Some of you will see it. Some of you going to see exactly what it is, okay? And unfortunately, now, just to take the video, and I'm about to be out a little bit deeper, Cyborg will not sell her soul. There are a lot of you. You know what I mean by that. You know exactly what I mean. She won't sell her soul. She won't sell out to get the huge paydays. And that frustrates the elite in this organization, that this woman refuses to sell her soul. And that, my friends, is just the way that is. I'm done.